Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a really cool install set up for us. I went to Premium Auto Styling the other day. I stopped in just to grab a couple of things, some stickers and whatnot. And when I was in there, I talked to Daniel. He's the owner of Premium Auto Styling, super cool guy. He hooked me up with the products that I was going to install today and kind of just do like a bit of a review, show you guys how easy it is to install. So let me show you what it is real quick. So I picked up the pre-cut flag decal or vinyl setup that is pre-cut and already ready to go for the 2000, I believe, 12 to 17 Crosstrek. You'll have to check with the years on that, but this product is on their website. I've seen a lot of this on Instagram lately and through their own YouTube channel. Premium has their own YouTube channel, but I've seen a lot of guys rock this, so I kind of wanted to give it a go. See how easy it was to do. I've done a little bit of stuff, work with vinyl, but not a lot. Usually everything I've done with Premium, they've done it or I've had them do the installations. So I have quite a few bit of product from Premium and whatnot. Now their stuff is always top notch. They always have good product. I've always been super happy with them. Their service, they're all a bunch of stand-up guys at that place. So I'm gonna do an install on this, show you guys how easy it is to do, at least to my own ability. I believe this is probably going to be pretty easy. Everything is pre-cut, so it should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the surface of the window. We'll look at that real quick, and then we'll get to installing this to show you guys what to expect if you guys plan on buying this product. Hey guys, alright, so the decal we're going to install goes on this back window. It's just like the rear window here. The cool thing about that product is that it's complete pre-cut, ready to go. It should just be, you kind of have to line everything up, and it should be a peel and stick kind of setup. It is vinyl, so you kind of want to make sure that when you lay it down, that you lay it down evenly and you don't create like bubbles or anything like that. So what you want to do though is make sure you prep the surface, get rid of all the dust, fingerprints, anything like that from your window. So I've already kind of gone in through and cleaned it a little bit, so I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing else on the surface at all. You can use I don't know, I've used Windex, I've never had any issues. I think people use other chemicals and things like that to clean the windows, but I've never had any problems. So don't hose me in the comments in case this is going to cause an issue or something like that, because I've never had a problem. But anyway, so now that you have the surface prepped and clean and it's good to go, we'll grab the product and we'll kind of show you guys how that lines up to the window and how it's cut. And then it should just be you peel it and then you kind of line everything up, stick, flatten everything out, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, so now that we prepped the surface, it's good to go. I also like to have one of these, it's like a squeegee tool or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a credit card, but it helps to kind of smooth down the vinyl. It does have this felt kind of covering on the side so you don't damage anything. You can use this to tuck in corners, things like that. So I'm going to use this just in case I need it. The cool thing about this product, again, guys, is that you would peel the pre-cut setup and it is already supposed to be shaped to the window. Shouldn't be any extra cutting or anything like that. Daniel let me know that it should just be a pretty easy install. Just line everything up appropriately. You do only get kind of one shot at this, but you line everything up appropriately with the window from what the pre-cut shows, and then you just start smoothing everything out, let it sit for a minute, and then stick. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go. So I'm going to peel the vinyl itself. See, everything is already kind of on the transfer tape, so it's ready to go. We just lay this down real quick. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you don't touch the actual vinyl or anything like that with your fingers. Just kind of make sure that you stick with only touching the transfer tape. And then what I'm going to do is kind of get this lined up like so. So you can see it's a total pre-cut setup. So I'm going to go to the corner right here and kind of just eyeball it. Now again, I'm not a vinyl installation expert, so I'm just giving this a go to see how level of difficulty what we're working with here. So I'm going to start with that corner and smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to grab my tool just so it's handy and ready to go, and we'll start laying this down, kind of using the corners here as a good starting point. Just like that. So now I'm going to go across. Just kind of smoothing everything out as I go. Just keep a little bit of pressure. That way you don't have to worry about creating bubbles or anything like that. So here it looks like it's getting a little tight. So I'm just going to make sure that I continue to smooth everything out. From here I might need to get my fingers involved a little bit just to smooth everything out. Okay, so I'm just going to go run through and make sure everything is good to go. It looks like there might be some minor trimming around this. Now that could be the way I laid this down. But either way, everything looks like it transferred pretty smooth. You'll never know until you actually pull the tape, but so far, looks pretty cool. Looks like everything does line up pretty decent. And again, don't hose me for how I'm doing this. This is just my technique that I'm gonna go with, so. Okay, so once you have this installed, laid, it looks good to go. You can give it a couple of minutes or whatever, but it should be ready to peel. So I'm just gonna get to a corner right here that I can get to, and then just start kind of slowly making sure that I don't peel anything back with the transfer tape, and that it just kind of, you know, all laid down correctly and evenly. You can see sometimes the transfer tape doesn't completely push the vinyl in, so you might have to smooth it out a little bit with your fingers and whatnot. And there we have it. So there's a little bit of area where you can see kind of where it overlapped with the window and whatnot. So I can do one of two things. I can either, at this point, cut this with a razor blade, or I could tuck. That way it kind of sticks to the top of where the window is. I might just, with my squeegee, see if I can tuck everything in and how that would look. I think tucking it in is actually not a bad idea. So, yeah, tucking it in just kind of like sticks it to the top of like where the window comes together. So I can do that all the way around. Let's see here. Down to the bottom. That's actually a big section right there that I'll probably just cut a little bit. All right guys, so I kind of wanted to cut some of the excess that I had left on here, but after kind of like looking at the excess and using this tool to kind of tuck everything in, I just kind of tested to see how that would work, and it actually worked really well. So for those of you that either don't have an X-Acto or, you know, something sharp to cut that with, or don't really want to because you're pretty close to paint and whatnot, you don't have to. This was honestly something I easily just kind of tucked in, like in the corners. The top, I tucked in a little bit. The sides over here, I tucked in a little bit. And then once I got down here, I was literally able to use the, like the harder side of the squeegee tool and kind of get in there and make sure that everything tucked up evenly. And I don't have any excess now sticking out. You can see there's nothing to look at. There's nowhere, there's nothing on there issue-wise that like you can see coming out from the excess that we had. So I'm definitely not at all worried about you know, this sticker coming off or peeling or anything like that. So Pretty easy to install. I actually just lined it up, and I even probably could have moved it forward a little bit when I like finally peeled everything back. But it went on super easy. I'm gonna do the other side, and I'll just show you guys me doing the other side real quick, and then we can kind of get some close-up shots of it because it is kind of like a stealth look. The material on the vinyl is black, so it's a matte black. You might be able to get a shot and just kind of like zoom in to kind of show like what it looks like, because at this point it's done. That's the install of it. Looks pretty good. I know it might be hard to see on camera, but the point is it to be kind of a stealthy look. So I'm super happy with it. I think it looks really good. I'll knock out the other side real fast, and then I'll let you guys know what my final review is on the product. All right, guys, so just finished the installation on the other side. Again, pretty easy install. I'm actually really loving the product. It looks really good. It's just a subtle touch to the car, especially on that back window when, you know, it's an odd shape, so like some stickers don't fit that well. This is a full, like, I guess, custom setup for just this back window on the Crosstrek. It looks really good. Minimal, like, tucking. Maybe slight cutting. I did on the other side have a razor that I kind of just trimmed some small edges. It's probably just me, though, and the way I laid it down. So again, main things. Careful when you lay it down, line everything up correctly. This came in clutch because with this piece I was able to make sure that nothing had any bubbles. There was, you know, no blemishes or anything like that. I believe when I talked to Daniel, he also mentioned that this was a like an air release vinyl. So even if you get a bubble, you should be able to technically smooth it out to get rid of that. So the whole thing came out looking awesome. Again, no bubbles, no marks, no nothing anywhere. This was awesome as far as like helping kind of like tuck everything and then smoothing everything out. Really happy with the product. It looks great. I'll link this in the description of the video in case you guys are interested in going and purchasing this. I know that Premium Auto Styling makes this and for other vehicles and maybe other colors. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, super awesome product. Shout out to Premium Auto Styling for hooking me up with this. Love it. Looks really good. I'll see if I can do some other install videos of some of their other product. I have plenty of product from them on the car already. So you guys have any questions, comment, you know, hit me up on Instagram, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll have more content coming soon with some other videos. We do have Subieguy Fest coming up that I'll be at. So I'll be filming that whole event. My car will be there. So if you are there as well and you want to come out, you know, come over and say hi and stuff, I'd love to meet, you know, some of you guys. If you have any questions about the car, I'll be there, all that good stuff. So hope you liked the video. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.